I believe a painting should be interesting whether you're standing across the room or 6 inches from the canvas. My work is certainly very much influenced by the natural surroundings, but you wouldn't look at the work and say, oh, that's obviously trees or forest. I don't look out the window and say to myself, the trees are this color of green. It's just a sort of an alchemy kind of process. You take a lot of things in and they process in your head. And when it comes out on the canvas, I'm many times very surprised by what I end up with. Part of the reason I paint the way I paint, as far as the non-representational work that I do, is that I do want people to see their own message in the work. I really think the viewer is an important part of completing the painting, and they get to write their own story. The influences of my work are pretty varied. I think in general, though, I am very strongly influenced by my surroundings because I live in the middle of the mountains. In September of 2013, after 2 or 3 weeks of very consistent rain, we had a period of just a couple of days in which, in the general area, we had 17 inches of rain. And that resulted in what was referred to as a 1,000-year flood. We had to evacuate for 4 months because there was no infrastructure. We flew out on a helicopter. Couldn't get back for months until they got the road fixed. There was no power, no water, no phones, no nothing. This was part of a statement for the first show that I did following the flood. When we finally returned to our home and my studio, my new appreciation for all that I have, my gratitude for our survival and the survival of home and studio, and the comfort and healing of that familiar and welcoming place became the overwhelming influences in my work. I have now had the opportunity to show in some parts of the country where the people have gone through similar kinds of events to what transpired here in the fall of 2013. And it's interesting to me that the work is resonating in those places. I want my work to be something that people would bring into their home or their place of business or wherever it's hanging because they want a breath of fresh air or a quiet place or something uplifting.